Hello and welcome to Kingdom Rush Origins. Today I'm going to be going through and showing you guys my high score, my personal high score. I would like to mention that I don't think it is the high score. I think people will probably do better than me, especially if they use a non-free hero or they use some items or something like that. Any other extra special bonuses will, of course, make them do a little bit better. Also, keep in mind that this is on normal mode. This is not on easy mode, so I know a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll be like, "Oh man, I got to round 57 because I played on easy. I'm better than you." Well, yeah, it's on normal, so easy will obviously be easier, and then harder will, of course, be harder. So just keep that in mind. So we're going to go through and I'm going to show you guys kind of my basic strategy and how I kind of planned this out to hopefully get to late game. Because all of my tower choices right now are not for around 10 to 15 to 20 to 25. Like, no, they're not built for those first few rounds. They're built for late game. So I went for actually a surprisingly large amount of barracks towers. I normally don't go for a lot of barracks. I normally get like 3 in the back or whatnot. But because I had so many stone towers up in the front there, I decided to put a few more barracks to kind of stall the guys right around my stone towers, especially because they're kind of high-level stone towers. They're already 3rd tier, early in the game, around only 16 or whatnot. So if you don't know how Endless works, basically it's completely random. Not completely random. It's fairly random with certain things that have to happen. You only get to certain guys on round 1 through 20, and then you get certain guys through 20 through 30, and certain guys through 30 and 40, and so on. And every 10 rounds is a boss. But the problem is, it's not like the same for you. Like, my walkthrough and gameplay will not be the exact same thing for you. Different guys come out in different rounds, and different guys come out in different places. Obviously, there's only 2 places for them to come in on this one, but on other Endless modes, it gets a little more difficult with 3 or maybe even 4 places where the guys come out. So as far as tower choice goes, you're noticing I got a lot of stone towers in the top there. Basically, you want to do your grouped killing power right in the front where the groups are. So instead of just getting stone towers, though, you need to get something to block them. Because if you can block them next to the stone towers, you're doing grouped killing power in a big group where everybody's bundled together. So that's why I got a couple barracks in the front there. Right around my stone towers, and it seemed to work out pretty darn well. It seems like I got a lot of people kind of bunched up right around the 2 stone towers right in the middle of the map. But on the right side, it was a little bit harder to kind of bundle them up, so I was actually doing my best to try and bundle them up. It just didn't really work out, and you tended to get a lot of guys going through the right side over there, and coming back on the lower right side. So already on round 30, we're getting guys that are coming out really crazy far. Now, I got really, really lucky on round 30. I got these 2 boss guys come out on the same place and go through the same path. That was randomly lucky for me. I know that I've played it a couple times, and I didn't have that happen before, and round 30 can be a pretty darn big pain. You got to make sure you use the lightning on those guys, if not once, but maybe even twice on those guys. And then, you're noticing I didn't get a lot of mage towers. Yeah, why didn't I do that? Well, I figured that mage towers, even though they're solid and everything, I would prefer the archer towers because they have insta-kills, and obviously insta-kills are pretty important because guys have a bajillion health, so let's get as many insta-kills in here as possible. Sadly, these Avengers are extremely evil, and because of my lack of mage towers, I pretty much had to rely on insta-kills to kill them all, and it got pretty darn difficult to kill them. So as you can tell, having a big problem on round 37. Holy crap, these guys are getting all the way through. Cath's in the very back trying to take down this Avenger, and she eventually does. So I also got a few bears up in the front there. That was, again, trying to get everybody stalled right there. And it worked out, like I said, pretty well, but it just wasn't perfect. Oh my goodness, we got a big bunch of guys coming through on the bottom right there, but we do end up taking most of them down. Catha is dead, though, and there's a bunch of Avengers. Holy crap, we're having a huge problem in the bottom there, and it looks like we will end up losing some lives. We did our very, very best, but it will not be enough. Catha just was not enough. So if I had to recommend anybody for this mode, what would I recommend? I would say Phoenix is probably your best bet. Durax is not too bad, and Faustus is okay as well. But they did nerf Phoenix a little while ago, which makes him a little bit less useful, but he's still pretty darn solid of a guy. So, I can't really think of anything else that I really want to say about this. other than I hope you guys do awesome. I hope you guys can actually beat my score. If you can, of course, again, post it down in the description down there. Or not the description, the comments down there. Let me know what you got to. But again, make sure you're talking about medium and not easy, because a lot of people tend to do that. And then it actually makes me feel sad, because I'm like, how did somebody get to round 64? Oh, it's on easy. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Also keep in mind that the score is fairly important as well. It's not technically which round you get to, but what score you get to, because sending out waves early and stuff and planning it out accordingly can give you some extra score. So these are probably the most problematic guys in the game. I don't remember what they're called, but the riding stallion Avenger guys. Those guys are ridiculous. So here we are. We're getting to the very end. I'm on round 49 now, but we're just going to go to 50, and then like, oh crap, guess what? We got ancient golems here and a big boss guy coming through, and this is going to end up killing us. So I got to round 51. Did okay. You know, 250,000. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, press the like button down there. Do appreciate those, and have a super duper delicious day.